Most musky? First of all, what's musky? I've heard musty. Musky's a fish, isn't it?
I don't know.
Like old carpet and mold. You'd think it would smell like meat, right? Overall, staff were nice. Lots of young kids. The bill wasn't too bad, and it was food. Will I drive all this way to come again? Hard no. But at least I tried somewhere new today.
Oh boy!
Like,
Oh
like
boy!
who
Oh boy!
reviews the MSU museum and then gives
I,
it a 2-star?
I in her. Does she have a? I wonder if she has like a vlog or something. Like she's trying to get into this food critic space.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. I
Um,
don't know.
I also popped up on restaurantguru.com.
Did you?
Yeah. I had a direct review on there, and then it links reviews from all other sites. So I got shows Facebook, Yelp, and Google reviews on here. So, yeah, like, and we've talked about all the places that you show up before, and how hard it is to keep track and to make sure everything is up to date. Holy smoking butts barbecue.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, anywho. So just some food for thought. Oh no. It's always good to Google your own name every once in a while. And then scroll down for a while.
Did you go your Josh Hans name or your Sweet Rack's name?
Sweet Rack's name. So I have a not us, hercampus.com, a review from Florida State, I'm guessing FSU campus. Oh. Smoking Butts and Sweet Racks, the best barbecue in Tally.
Yes.
So really, you're just going to take my name and flip the order?
Yeah. It's a great job. She reviewed a supermarket.
Hold on, I'm getting there.
Sorry. I'm just...
Freshman in college with no carb, blah, blah, blah. Suns were out, our buns were out.
Okay, all right. Her stuff makes no sense.
You're still reading her reviews?
Yes. She gives a 5-star hold on, she gives a 5-star review to Outback. Oh. Josh just had a oh boy. It wasn't that funny, bud. Where'd you go? Oh boy. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you, bud. Can't read lips either. Oh, a 1. That means please hold, folks. So since he can hear me, I'll just say something. So she gives a 5-star review to Outback Steakhouse. Food was okay. Nothing very special, and the restaurant wide open, so no privacy at all. But the staff was amazing, and so that's important. Our waiter was the sweetest women. What the heck did you break? Please hold, folks. We're having technical difficulties. We think Josh's desk exploded. I bumped my mic and it came unplugged. Well, finally, I get a chance to talk. Let's go through some great reviews. Oh. What else we got here? She reviewed a liquor store. 5 stars. Well stocked. Oh. I would love to hear what other people's reviews are. As if you've had a bad review or something of that nature, drop us a comment. Let us know. At the end of the day, it is a learning experience. Whatever. Some places you take you take with a grain of salt. Other people not so much. Mm. I think I don't have epilepsy. Jeez. Mm. Sorry, folks. It's now saying I can't change my microphone input. Well, so anybody that might be near the Jackson, Michigan area, feel free to pop down to Callahan's Coffee in downtown Brooklyn, Friday and Saturday from 4 to 8. We are trying a barbecue pop-up. So no food truck, actually serving inside the restaurant or inside the coffee shop. A lot of place for dining. Oh boy. It looks like I'm still here. Yeah. Anyway, what else are we going to talk about? Let's see here. Oh. Oh, can hear you.
Me?
Yes.
Hey. All right.
I was starting to get boring. I had nothing to talk about.
I have. It's not coming through the right microphone, but as long as you can hear me,
I can hear. It's fainter, but I can hear you. Yes.
all right. Let me.
So people, please turn up your computer volume.
Well, don't, because then you'll be super loud. Let me figure out which side the microphone is coming from. I don't know where it's coming from. Hello.
Oh, there you are.
That's
Yep.
better.
Yep.
Okay.
Now your
I
camera.
will I'll just get really close to my microphone. We'll go this
Please.
route.
Please
Hey,
talk in
everybody.
your. He definitely has a voice for radio. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Hi, folks.
Are you working on any new menu items?
Yes. Excuse me. Sorry.
As soon as Josh arrived, he just left.
Yeah, I have the ingredients for banana pudding.
Okay.
Just have not whipped that up yet.
Complete with Nilla wafers?
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah, the kids have found the Nilla wafers. So by the time I get around to making them, I'm not sure that they'll be eating the
I used to be a Nilla wafer fiend back in the day. When I was a kid, they're just something about them. Something about them.
Yeah, I went with mini Nilla wafers.
Okay.
See how that goes, but yeah.
We were going to put like one big one in the middle and then sprinkle crushed up ones on the outside.
Maybe that's what it'll be, is more of a crushed type of on top.
Yeah.
I was still trying to figure it out though. Yeah, I don't. The problem is the bananas. So it's definitely probably something that we make daily.
Mm-hmm.
Just because the discoloration of the bananas will happen so rapidly. Or we cut bananas to order or something and mix it in, which sounds like a pain in the butt. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how we go about it. To make it the easiest way to serve it, or easiest way to hold it. So,
would you have it pre-packaged so you could just grab one out of the fridge?
Ideally, yes.
Yeah.
With the exception of depending on how we do the Nilla wafers. That's why I think crumble would be better.
Yeah.
because otherwise they'll get super, and the crumble won't be crunchy by the time they eat it. But
I was thinking about
it's
crumbling
less
it,
notable.
using it as kind of a crust.
Yeah, like on the bottom, like a cheesecake crust.
Yeah.
Huh.
But just sprinkle it there. Don't, like, people can still mix it around. It won't be with butter or anything.
Yeah. I wonder if you could do that.
You're welcome.
Well, they make those little the little pie crusts, pre-made pie crust. That's what I was thinking. So, well, what if you just fill one of those with the banana pudding as the holder? But those things are stupid expensive too. I mean, then you're adding, I think those are like $1 a piece. Yeah.
See, I was thinking if I'm going to make them ahead of time, they're going to be in the 8-ounce like deli containers.
Yep.
And just date them, but
yeah. So how long do the bananas hold for before they start turning color?
I don't know. I haven't held them yet.
Yeah. So that's
but they don't turn like as quick as like avocado does.
No, or like an apple. But for apple, you can add a little bit
where you put like a crust, the pudding, a couple sliced bananas, and then whipped cream on top.
Well, the bananas would be mixed in. They wouldn't just be on top.
So I've seen a lot of people lately layer them.
Yeah, I think we'd mix them in. So everything's mixed in except for we just have the vanilla wafers on top.
And are you actually going to use banana pudding, or are you going to use like vanilla pudding? And
so I've seen a couple different recipes. The one that I had printed to start playing with said vanilla pudding. Here's the problem I ran into when I was at Meijer. So it said a 5-ounce box, which is not a common size for a pudding box. It turns out. I think the common size is 2.5 or 2.8 or something like that. No, it wasn't 2.5 because otherwise I could have just doubled it. It was a 2 point something weird. What most of them were. There was 5-ounce vanilla, but they were all gone. But they had a 5-ounce banana cream. So that's what I got to go with. So we'll see. I thought it was interesting that it said vanilla, and then you're getting just all the flavor of the banana from the bananas.
Yeah.
So
the one I found was, I love all recipes. I'll shoot them out.
Yep.
Was a 5-ounce pack of instant vanilla pudding mix.
Mm-hmm.
But this was layered, so they had the mix, and they had the vanilla wafers. It was make it kind of like a dipping cake kind of thing.
Yep.
But yeah, I'd like to do. One of my food truck friends around here does them in little mason jars, and they got their sticker or label on the mason jar.
For a food truck?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to see where he's getting his jars from and how cheap he's getting them.
I have no idea.
Because
they're selling banana pudding for $6 in the jar.
Yeah. And I was thinking $6 in a styrofoam, so But if they're not true mason jars, they're not Mason brand jars. They're just glass jars. You can probably get those cheaper, But if you're not getting them back, and a lot of people do that, the little mini cheesecakes and the mini mason jars, and so you got to be able to get them for a reasonable price. While you're looking,
we should be.
We're an hour in, buddy. We have not gotten anywhere near to some of the stuff we need to get to. So I'm gonna pull up. We had a good question from a user. Let me pull that up real quick. Maybe, possibly, perhaps. Forgot how to use Facebook for a second. Sorry, everybody. I will try it. Yeah.
Those are the jars.
Looks good. I'd be curious where they're getting the jars from and how much they're paying for them.
Yeah,
because I would
can ask him.
guess I would, huh?
I said I can ask him, but
Yeah, I
this
would
was
guess.
unfortunately this. So from here down, was
I
vegan.
can't see your cursor.
Oh, that's right. Sorry about
It's
that.
okay. Now I can.
So from here down was vegan because it's
Okay.
a vegan food truck who does it. But their vegan whipped cream had descended, so I made it non-vegan by adding Ready Whip and caramel sauce on top.
Yeah, I
But
see your
hey, it
can of
won.
Ready Whip up there.
It won a barbecue contest with it. So
We had some comments from. I'm going to butcher the name. I'm going to go with how I phonetically think it sounds. It's either Shibabe or Shababy.
I like your baby.
Abrahamson. Abrahamson.
I love. We apologize for probably destroying your name, but I still love Shabebe.
Shababy. She's they started listening to the podcast. They're currently on episode 4, but she had a question. What are your must-haves in a barbecue food truck?
Oh, yeah, I saw that question. I didn't know how to answer it.
Well, I said, well, I'll answer your question with another question. What does your menu look like? Is it just meats and sandwiches, or sandwiches and sides, or hot cold sides? Because yeah, I mean, it makes a huge difference in what you're putting out the window.
Yeah.
If you're only doing sliced meats and meat by the pound, then your equipment is a whole lot less because you don't need a sandwich prep table and that kind of stuff. She says, I'm going to hand the food to the hubby, which is her job apparently. But she said meat sandwiches, cold and hot optional sides, ribs, brisket, chicken, burn ends, pulled pork. Sides are beans, coleslaw, potato salad. They want to do mac and cheese, but can't figure out how to get the pasta to quit soaking up all the moisture and turning to mush. It ain't ready for the menu till we figure it out. They are talking to the design team at Southern Dimension Group. Let them know that you heard about them from us, please. I'm not sure it's worth anything, but we like, if we can refer people, we love to do that. Bernie's Blue Line Barbecue. Another comment on our YouTube video real quick. He said he can prepackage banana cream puddings in 16-ounce containers, put the banana slices, then a layer of Cool Whip that protects discoloration.
Yeah, that's
so
what I was
Bernie,
thinking.
if you mix the bananas in with the pudding, will that also protect it then? So does it act like the citrus juice on an apple slice? Is it air exposure that turns them color, I wonder? So as long as they're not directly exposed to the air, will they hold color okay?
Well, the other thing too is I bet if you keep it cold, I mean it's
That, yeah.
That's the other thing.
Cold, so yeah, I bought bananas with all my other ingredients, and that was a week ago, and have not used any of the said bananas. So they're all ready for banana bread now.
Oh,
they're banana bread bananas now.
I was gonna say they're ready to go.
Yeah, they would. I'm guessing would mostly be discolored already. So if I get out to the store today, I will probably pick up some more and get some banana pudding in the fridge and see how it holds up for a couple days. So, anyways, back to the question. As we have built a couple trailers now, I've gone through the process of a completely different setup in a new trailer. I think we've learned a lot, Skippy, you and I. The thing I saw that you aren't doing is anything fried. Good job. Way to go. That means you don't need a freezer. Probably. I would imagine. So yeah, get a...
Well, you won't necessarily need a freezer if you do hand-cut fries.
Well, that's true, but then yeah. There's a lot of different theories on how to do hand-cut fries properly.
Correct.
One spot I've seen that you need to let them soak for a day, preferably.
Yes. Yeah.
So, I mean, then you get into a whole other situation of time and space needed for those, and then you gotta cook them at 2 different temperatures for certain times. Anyways, we're getting way off that subject. So it's good that you're not doing those. So obviously you don't need a fryer, you don't need any freezer space. But yeah, steam table. I have a 3-bay. I wish I had a 4. Skippy, what do you have in your new trailer?
I have a 2 in the current one and a 3 in the new one.
Yeah. I only say 4 because our specials. We're down to third pans in our third bay just to try to keep space. But I think we could definitely utilize 4. Right now, we don't keep our ribs on the table. We keep those in the warming cabinet, which is okay. But like when we do wings and stuff, all that stuff gets kept in the cabinet, not on the steam table, just because of space.
So why are you not utilizing like 6-inch deep third pans for your meats? Because that'll hold a half pan since you put everything in a half pan, just for more room.
I understand.
Meats and mac.
Because then it's more dishes.
Use pan liners.
Been there, done it. I didn't care for it. I had horrible luck with them. No, I tried a bunch of different ones. I had horrible luck with them. I still ended up having to wash pans because either the seams broke from them being hot, or with tongs and stuff pulling stuff out, they'd rip, and I had horrible luck. So,
I use the ones from Reddy, which are REDDI. They seem to be kind of thicker.
Yeah,
I understand what you mean, because you always have that problem with liners for crock pots. You have to pull that chili cheese dip out, and you know it's going to break.
I would also recommend a wet steam table, not a dry. So ours is listed as a dry, and this is another reason why we don't use the 16-inch deep or however deep those are. So we actually put in a deep well pan and fill it with water, and then do our half pans on top. Because we ran into problems with drying out faster, just because it was a more direct contact with heat, especially the stuff that was on the bottom of those pans. Mac and cheese was a big one. And then anything that was on the table for a while, we'd have problems with. So we went to a deep, just like a chafing dish pan, water pan, put it in there with some water. And yeah, it seems to work a lot better for us. So I would prefer a wet steam table, personally. I'm sure that comes with other hassles and headaches when we've had it with if we don't empty out our water pans and they're a little fuller than we'd like, then yeah, we get some sloshing water, but usually not too bad. Outside of that, sandwich prep table, depending on the ingredients you're putting on your sandwiches, I would say whatever one you get a one step up from what you think you need.
Yeah, they make deeper ones now that hold 4 rows of 1/6 pans.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, for us, it's even nice to be able to have, multiple containers of pickles ready to go, or multiple containers of onions ready to go. So having that extra space either in there, or even, of course, you could keep them in your fridge. But it's just nice to have that extra space if you need it, or if you're, you want to do another side that's cold, or you have something else that's a special sandwich, you need a couple extra toppings. Plan on that stuff. When we did our menu for our SOPs for the health department, and you have to list your menus or what you're going to sell, we listed shit that I figured we'd never do. I think I even have cow tongue on mine, because it's something I saw somebody do, and I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool to try once in a while, or personally. And then it's like, well, we'll put it on there, and worst case we don't use it, and there's no harm, no foul. Shabebe is from Wellpinit, Washington. I can't pronounce any of the things in her profile. So Washington State. So we are nationwide on this here podcast, everybody. I'm happy to have all you. So
but we're big in India.
Big in India, yeah. Bernie commented, says they layer the bananas on top. So it's right on top of the pudding and then Cool Whip. He said, I believe the air is the number one cause of discoloration. So,
well, that would make sense. It's sandwiching. It's sandwiched them together. That's how I was going to build mine.
Okay. So that's what I had for the must-haves. since you're doing a new build through Southern Dimension. So on our current trailer, it's a countertop all the way across the service windows. It would be nice to have like a little notch out for someone to stand inside while taking orders next to the order taking window. Just to free up that walkway space, but it all depends on what kind of stuff you have in your trailer.
To piggyback off that, I would definitely recommend you to have your window either at the front of the trailer or the back of the trailer. Do not have it in the middle. Like my current like the current trailer I have is in the middle, and I don't. When you have it there, it takes up so much space that the only thing you can really have there is a counter.
Yeah.
So
and that's another thing to think about is your flow, your customer flow, not just your internal flow of how you're making sandwiches and stuff, but how does the flow work for the customer? And maybe you don't need one big 6-foot window. Maybe you have 2 smaller 3-foot windows on opposite ends of your trailer. So right now, because of our porch trailer, our menu hangs next to the window that they pick their food up, not next to the window that they order food. So Josh, why don't you just flip which side they order food on and which side because it doesn't work on the inside of the trailer then. We'd love to, but it doesn't work. So yeah, for us, that kind of thought would be way different. And it'd be nice if we could just hang it over the porch somehow. But we haven't had great luck hanging things there. We had a name banner there that we hung there, and on a windy day with that porch being open, I mean, it's awful. So,
if you are looking at a porch, I would definitely get it either enclosed or the gull wing doors like my new one has.
And that would be the benefit of the gull, in my opinion, the biggest benefit of the gull wing doors. So,
and then a fan inside, so you can have the doors closed and still extract. Smoke.
So hopefully that answers that question for you. I'll make sure I hit you back up, Shibebe, and let you know that we talked about that during this episode for you. And then also our good friend Isaac with some more questions, and this will be we'll go over the questions and then I'll probably get back to them next week. Just because I know he sent them this morning, and there are some very number specific questions in here that I'd have to kind of dig into a little bit more. But he says, "Hi all, I was just wondering if y'all could push out the 2023 numbers a little bit more. Number 1, are you able to break down roadside sales versus catering sales versus special event sales, like multi-day events, etc., for 2023? And if so, what are the numbers?" Yes. It is going to take a little, at least for me, some work on my part to go through my calendar and figure out which days those were. I can tell you right now, those are higher average days than our regular roadside. What percentage of our overall sales that is, I don't know, but we didn't do a ton of them historically. Last year was the most we've done, and then the second half of the year got weird. So with our events, I'm sure Skippy could pull the same for his. I know you did fewer than us, I think, even.
I can definitely, I can pull it, but I was,
So for you, your Gus Macker Day, and you had a lot of town events and stuff, so.
Yeah, I did about 87,000 in catering last year.
Yeah. Yeah, the catering one's easy because we can pull off invoices, but the multi-day event stuff and the festival stuff is a little bit harder to get. Number 2, any issues with internet access on the truck? What has worked well? We have a Verizon Jetpack that we use for our Square, and just like any other cellular thing, you're going to have dead spots for each individual service. We've only run into a problem a couple times where we can't get service, and then we run offline and take offline payments. The problem with offline payments is it will try to run them once you have service, and if the credit card gets declined, that's it. You're out the money, which sucks. But again, we've only had that happen, I think, twice in our 4 years. So with a total of $100 and something. So the option is not taking credit card payments at those, or doing offline payments, and we'll do offline payments just because we don't want to lose the sales. The loss of sales from not taking credit cards would be higher than the risk of a $60 order getting declined later. Skippy, what do you use for internet service?
Xfinity Mobile.
You're just using a hotspot on your phone?
Correct. So you can use a hotspot on your phone, on my iPad, whatever. Keep in mind that depending on what credit card processing service you want to go to, I found out that Toast does not allow that, or they don't have this. They don't have the system, so they require a jetpack, and then for you to actually hardwire into that jetpack or mobile device or non-cellular device, I guess you can call it. So I don't know if Xfinity has one of those. That's one reason why I've just stayed true to Square.
I know the newer AT&T ones have one port on them for a Ethernet cable. I believe the new Verizon ones do too. And the older version of the jetpacks for Verizon don't.
Yeah.
They are strictly Wi-Fi, but I know the AT&T ones currently have one because I have one of those too. I think the newer Verizon ones do. But yeah, we don't have to have anything hardwired, so I'm not worried about it. But
yeah, we don't either. I just stay with where I'm
at. Number 3, do you find people want to make a lot of small talk at the window when ordering? Only at the worst times.
Yeah. Yeah, when you have a line 40 deep and everybody wants to ask about your smoker.
For us, we have a lot of regular customers, and they'll chit chat, but they also are smart enough to know that if we're busy, that we don't really have time for it. The majority of the small talk is coming from our window, not at our window. So occasionally that gets a little heavy. And we have to nip that in the bud. But as Chris calls it, customer engagement.
Well, it's very important.
Yeah, he's not chit-chatting. He's doing customer engagement. So,
and if anybody needs to do customer engagement, it would be Christopher.
And then number 4, have you tried a self-checkout kiosk for ordering?
No, and I will never do that.
No, and I've considered it. I know Square
customer engagement.
Square has one now, I think. I'm almost positive. I think that's where I saw one. You're confused. You didn't see that, did you?
I don't think that's true, but let's try. Hold on.
I saw one somewhere. I thought it was even with Square. Maybe not. It is something I have considered, especially once we get to a second truck.
Answer to that is no. Square does not have one.
I don't think it's going anywhere. The self-ordering. Who does? Toast?
Toast has one.
Yeah. I don't think the self-ordering is going away. And I've actually kind of embraced it now. I will go to the self-ordering kiosk before the counter every time now when I walk into a fast food restaurant. Not because I don't want to talk to the people, but it's just easier almost, and I can wander through the menu at leisure and not feel the judgment of my huge order for myself. So I don't get that now until they give me the bags. But yeah, for definitely consider it for the second trailer just to cut down on a staff person. I mean, we're small businesses. It's not a huge. We can't afford a huge number of staff people. I guarantee you, I'm paying more in staff than I should be. And 98% of food trucks would tell you that I spend too much on staffing. So, so yeah, it'd probably be something that I would look for at our second truck just to try out at least and see how it went. But then we're getting back to the whole thing where we have to very closely manage inventories. And I know Square does have that option on the POS. So if Square did come out with something like that, so if you on the POS register that we have, you can do a long push on the button and mark it as unavailable, both for that location or all locations. So we would have to utilize that a little bit more. So hope that answers those questions. But yeah, we'll get back to you on the a better breakdown of sales for 2023. I know at some point in time, Skippy, we probably want to go over all our other numbers at some point. I know I have a lot of work to do on mine still. I was not very good with keeping up to date on stuff with the receipts and things this year.
Yeah, I would like to stand corrected. They do have a countertop mount. So they have an angled wall mount, a flat wall mount, a countertop mount, and a VESA mount for an external stand for their new apparatus that hooks to an iPad. I will share screen real quick, but it is considered a self-service kiosk. Those are the mounts.
Okay.
And here's the little video. So it does have a little level in there just to make sure.
My trailer's not a level anyway, so.
I know. But yeah, so basically it's part of the Square stand. But yeah, it's just a mount with the new kit. Okay. So yeah, interesting. I stand corrected. Please accept my sincere apology.
We can't all be me.
Simmer down.
But I do like that it does show an actual menu ordering screen there on that little video where you saw because the first couple shots were just
hold on, right there,
payment. So yep, you can see menu item options that has t-shirts and things on it. So yeah,
interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder how robust or intricate your menu has to be. Like you walk into a Taco Bell and they got the self-service kiosk and they have everything possibly that you can do to your items or order or whatever the case may be. I wonder if it's the same thing.
I think definitely you would have to have all your variations, your add delete menus and all that stuff very precise. You'd have to keep them super clean. So for us, for like specials and stuff, we have a special box on our register that's got like, we don't take stuff off until it fills up and we need to make room for something else or something like that because we rotate through our specials. But we wouldn't be able to have that menu out with all of those options because then we'd have people ordering stuff that we don't even have.
Or what if you want to give what if you want to give a discount to somebody? Like I give discounts to, or like a 25% discount for anybody that thinks about, booking a catering with us, or for military or first responders, I give a $2 discount. How would I be able to do that? I don't think I would.
I don't know. And does that then leave you to only cards? Are you able to do cash in some way?
I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, something that I'd be interested in looking at further, either through Square or through a third party that works with Square, in the future.
So
that's something I don't think it's going anywhere.
For the mount with the payment apparatus, it's only $150. You need to get an iPad that's a 10.2 or 10.5 iPad. But $150 for a self-service kiosk plus your iPad is not overly
Has Apple
horrible.
slowed down on their versions and sizes of iPads?
Yes.
Okay, so they're not releasing like 4 a year anymore?
No,
they're just a little bit different size and shapes and...
Yeah, you can always get a 10.2 or 10.5.
Okay.
I accidentally bought the 12. So I can't, when I first started, I bought the square stand, and yeah, I had to take it back because it didn't fit because I wasn't smart enough on that. But yeah.
Well, good. Good conversation, Skippy. I really enjoyed today's episode.
Today was a great day.
Really enjoyed it. Outside of when I tried to
Blew
break
up
my whole desk.
your desk. Yeah.
See if I can figure out how to get my microphone to work properly again.
You can always hope for the best.
Is that it? Is that better? That's not better.
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
No, just turn it off. That's when it's better.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why maybe I broke it. Broke it.
Have you, speaking of Square?
Yep.
Have you thought?
I try not to.
About doing a KDS system? Or should that be another topic for another day?
KDS, kitchen display system.
Yes.
So basically you are seeing stuff come through as it's being ordered.
Correct.
Similar to what a professional kitchen would have, or even, well, back when I was working at McDonald's, same kind of thing.
You can basically call it like a ticket-less system.
Yes. So you're seeing stuff, it pops up on the screen. You can clear the order when the order is filled. Here's my problem, because it seems to be alive. So you push the button, it pops up. It doesn't wait until the order is complete before it pops up on the screen. Okay. Here's my problem, is that we are so quick making food that we're going to end up wasting more food because there's going to be changes either to, can I get that without pickles, or something like that.
Yeah.
That we're going to end up wasting more food because of it, because we're so quick. We already have it happen, because if you're caught up on your tickets, you can kind of hear the order being given. And generally we repeat it as they're ordering, just to make sure everything's clear. So we're already getting a jump start on the order. And occasionally, yes, somebody will mishear or thinks they hear something and starts making something, and then we're tossing it, or they mishear.
I wonder if you can change your settings so it only pops up when it's done.
And maybe you can. Currently, I don't see the benefit, because our trailers are so small that we get a good enough jump on the orders as it is. Other than possibly having it be a little bit cleaner and organized as far as having tickets on a rail, especially when we're busy, where we get to the point where tickets get lost because the rail's full and they're coming out of the printer and one falls off or something like that. That might be the biggest benefit. I'd be curious, and maybe I'll reach out to my Square person and see if we can get a one to demo to try.
You actually, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah,
so they work with a company called Fresh KDS.
Okay.
So you can go to fresh.technology/KDS/pricing. And you can try it for free. And then monthly it's $15 per month per screen, billed annually. 1 to 4 screens, iOS or Android, move, hold, recall orders, custom, caution and late times, speed of service reports. That's what I'd like to have. I'd like to have the speed of service report, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah. The extra data would be fun to have. How useful is it for you, though?
Yeah, and then you get, so it's unlimited is $89 a month per location. Unlimited screens, 24/7 priority support, customer notifications. Having the customer notifications would be neat. So Tiki Sam we had on our podcast just switched to texting. So when he puts his order in, it automatically texts them, "Hey, your order's in," and then it will then they can just press a button to text them when it's ready.
Right.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah. That'd be something we can talk about next week too. Is going back to buttons, and if that's something you're considering for this year. I know we've talked about it before. Order ready buttons and stuff like that. I'm back to considering it again too. So, anyways,
Cool. Let's talk about it next week.
Look at that. We are like way past. We're over a minute, which is good because we started a minute late. Plus all the shit show in between.
Thank you all.
We probably owe you another 5, but yeah, we're lazy.
Find us on the Facebook and all the places. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, guys. It is the best way to keep in touch with us. Best thing you can do. And invite, if you have other food truck friends, go on your Facebook and hit the 3 buttons and invite everybody to follow us and like us. And it only takes a minute just to support the channel. So
we are fairly active on Facebook, YouTube and the TikTok. So find us in all 3 places.
Woo!
All right, guys. Have a great day. We will. Hold on. We have a message. Stay warm. So. Thanks, Mom. All right, everybody. Have a good week, and we will talk to you later.